Noah from the Wolfpacker.
Hey, good afternoon. How would you characterize the last 12 to 15 years of your life have been like?
Thanks for that question, Noah. Um, Characterizing it, I would just say crock pot, right? You got this plan, you got this meal that you want to cook up, and you got the plan for the ingredients, and you got the recipe all together, but you got to cook it slow. It's not a fast track, and that's how I would describe, my last 10-year tenure of just, slow cook. God slowed me down, wanted me to learn a little bit more. So I would just describe it like that, a slow cook.
Yeah, and then what's been the biggest thing you've learned through all the different coaches you've been able to learn from, whether it was at Alabama in school or whether it was post grad? And what's been the biggest thing you've learned?
Oh man, the biggest thing I learned just from a lot of the coaches that helped me out throughout my years and helped me get to where I am now is just the process. Find a process and turn it into excellence. The process.
All right, James from Inside Pack Sports.
Yeah, Coach, what's it been like this last year learning under and working with Coach Charlie Wiles?
Oh, James, thank you for that question. I love that energy. Oh man, it's been just like the energy you gave me there. I mean, it's a blessing. When I open that elevator, I'd be able to go in there and mess with just Charlie. I got a nickname for him. I call him OG. For you guys out there, but man, it's a blessing, man. We got someone who's been coaching football and D-line technique for longer than I've been born. I'm humble to it. It's a blessing. I'm fired up to go help him and to grind with him. Man, it's this the best partnership I can ever ask for.
And I got a follow up for you. I believe you were at Georgia State with Jeremiah J.J. Johnson. Correct me if I'm
Correct,
wrong.
correct.
So you've seen him in action. I know I asked Coach Warren about him earlier. Just what did you see from him your time there?
Oh man, I saw a guy who was a student of the game. This guy was always in the office, kind of. I was a GA at Georgia State. You're in that office way past, the kids. That guy was in the office with me. He was always trying to, steal some information. He always worked his technique. I think he's going to be a great fit to us. He's also going to be another guy who's able to spark fires for other men in our secondary. It's a great get for us. And thank
Appreciate
you
you.
to NC State fans for helping us get JJ. Great get for us.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you.
All right, Corey from Pack Pride.
Wanted to first of all congratulate you on getting the position, but what does it mean to have that title of having the coach name next to your name again? Because obviously this past year, you served in a slightly different role, but looking back at your time at Georgia State, you had the coaching official title there. But what does it mean to be known as an assistant coach now again, leading these young men?
Oh man, just like with any other blessing, only thing I think is responsibility. I got a job to do. I got a job to do. I owe Coach Dave Doran. I owe these players here. I owe the fans here at NC State, and I owe all the alumni who kind of put blood in the bricks already. We have a lot of defensive linemen who are next level. I owe those guys something. I owe Brandon Cleveland something. I owe his family something. I owe Coach Charlie Wild something. I owe all those guys. So, with the title, it comes with responsibilities, and I'm just fired up about that.
And wanted to ask you too about, working under DJ Elliott so far and working under Charlton Warren as well. What have they kind of brought to this staff early on? I know you haven't had many days out on the field or anything along those lines, but what have you seen from them so far?
Oh man, I've been around a lot of coaches, man, different kind. Just like you got dogs, right? You got different kind of dogs with different temperaments. Um, I'm fired up about DJ. He's very sharp, very, very sharp. I mean, you look at his resume, it kind of shows. He saw the game and coached the game on many different levels. I'm fired up, about, what he can bring to this defense, and how we can help this defense evolve to play some dominant football games. I know our fans are ready to see that, but I'm excited about that, how we evolve this defense and allow guys like Brandon Cleveland to get one-on-ones and dominate one-on-ones. Allow guys like Travali, to be able to dominate one-on-ones, put them in position. We got great guys on the secondary. Just putting these players in position, I think is exciting for recruits. I think it's exciting for the Wolfpack Nation, for everyone. We're going to see some really good football. I'm excited for DJ. I'm excited that I'm next to DJ helping him, just be able to paint this picture for this university and our fans.
I appreciate it.
Lewis from WRAL.
Coach, that speaking of DJ and kind of the evolution, right? That's something he spoke on, talking about like the next steps for this defense and this program, right? Finding ways to change, to grow, all of that. What do you see that evolution looking like for this defense? What do you see those next steps in your mind's eye as to what this defense will look like in the next few months?
Yeah, Coach DJ, he got a great plan. The plan that, he gave us as his assistant coaches is just being able to disguise, being able to put our players in positions to be successful in this defense. That's what I'm super excited about. And that's what it looked like. As we all know, we're trying to really decrease the time with the quarterback having the ball. We want him to make a decision early. And also be able to blur, all right, his passing lane. So I'm excited about that and what that would look like. And just coaching the technique to our D linemen and just decreasing that quarterback time to throw. I'm fired up about it.
Thank you.
Jaden from the News and Observer.
Have you always been this energetic? If so, can I get some of that?
You can have it all if you're watching NC State football, because that's all we're going to give, 100% or nothing.
But for real, you mentioned, working with Charlie Wiles and just how long he's been in this profession. But not only him, this staff has so much experience. As a younger coach, who obviously loves this sport, how important is it for your own personal growth and development to get to learn from guys like that?
Oh, it's huge. Like I told you guys, crock pot, right? Not the difference between the crock pot and the air fryer, right? Or the deep fryer. I'm not trying to jump out so fast, right? I mean, one, Raleigh is a lovely place. NC State, lovely place. This staff is so seasoned, but not only that, great people, right? You go find coaches who know all about the game, right? But these coaches, they can teach you about game, teach you about life, and you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy every moment of it. I love that, all right? But the opportunity just to sit underneath this wisdom and be able to soak and be able to bounce things off of Coach Charlie Wiles and be able to receive things off of him to be able to create this great recipe that works, right? Because one thing about Charlie, his recipe is proven, right? I only want to take that from him, add to that, and create a recipe that works. Create a recipe that NC State loves.
You're making me hungry, Coach. Noah from the Wolfpacker.
DJ talked about building relationships as being a new defensive coordinator. Have you seen that already, just in the staff meeting rooms, and kind of be able to get to know him a little bit better before you guys really dive into, evolving this defense?
One more time. Say that one more time.
He talked about relationship building and how that's important to him. How have you seen that already, in the time he's been at NC State so far?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell that's huge. Just to tell you, whenever you got change, of course, you got guys who want to, who kind of, hit the portal. They utilize that option, and DJ embraced it. Each one of the kids, I don't care what he had to do, he fought. He fought for them. He showed them what he know. He also paint pictures of what a meeting would look like with an NFL scout. Like I say, he brings a lot of value. He's a hungry recruiter, and I love that about him. That's a good combination to add with guys like myself and other guys on his staff. He's a hungry recruiter, very sharp as well.
JC from Rivals.
How much did that turning point in your life where you were able to get a non-football scholarship to Alabama shape everything that has become for you as an adult?
Oh, earned, not given. Earned, not given. And even when you earn it, all right, the result of that is only temporary. Sometimes you got to re-earn it, right? One thing we did back in my college days, we'll win and then get back to the start line and try to go win again. And then that's just been my life, earn success once. If life says, hey, I want you to earn another outlet, you take the same process excellent and you earn it again, and you earn it again and again. And, that's legacy driven.
All right, James from Inside Pack Sports.
Yeah, Coach, you guys added 4 guys this year, incoming players. Obviously, you can't talk about them if they're not on campus, but just in general, what were you looking to bring in out of the prep and then the JUCO ranks this year?
Oh man, just like Coach Dave and a lot of our coaches on the staff talk about, we want men who's who got something to prove. You know, we want fighters. You know, guys, I tell you now, with this transfer portal nowadays, you know, things get so pretty, right? Things get so neat. Everything got to be so perfect, although this world is imperfect. We want guys who can show up and fight no matter the course. Show up and fight. We want guys with something to prove. That's what we're all about at NC State. You know, that's what we're all about, fighting, and putting food on the table. There's a lot of things. We talk about that a lot, you know, whatever it takes, guys, to put food on the table. So I got to have a certain kind of guy, a guy who's a fighter, a guy who got something to prove.
All right, is that it for Coach Shaw? Great job,